Dear students, in the previous audio clip we were discussing about the format of formal letter and we reached up to the salutation. I have explained the salutation. Now we will see after salutation comes subject. When we write the subject of the letter, write the subject of the letter, keep it brief and if possible in one line only. We cannot write more. If it is possible, we should write and we must write the subject of the letter in one line only. We should not write the whole detail about the letter in subject. Subject should be always simple, clear and in brief. Keep it brief. Now we come to the body of the letter. You must organize the letter into paragraphs. The writing should include sophisticated vocabulary, standard spellings, and punctuation. How we should divide our body of the letter in around 2 or 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph should be short and on point. Mention the purpose of the letter in the first paragraph. Then comes this next paragraph, which means the second paragraph. The paragraphs in the middle should contain some relevant details with reference to the purpose stated in the first para. Means whatever you have told in the first para, the purpose of the letter, and the second paragraph should support that. With your second paragraph should have some relevant details with which will be related to the purpose stated in the first paragraph. Then comes the last paragraph of the letter. The last paragraph should talk about the action you expect the receiver of the letter to take or the authorities to take. You should express or you should talk about that action which you expect that the authorities will take or the receiver of the letter will take. And that will include the third paragraph that you should include in your third paragraph of the letter. Now we come to the ending of a formal letter. Because before that that includes you have to sign off with appropriate closing statement, which is called complimentary close, and your ending should be with appropriate closing statement followed by your name, signature. The most preferred salutations or the complimentary close for ending your letter, ending the formal letter, are yours truly, yours sincerely, or you can use yours faithfully. You have to remember that we are writing a formal letter, so we must prefer the most suitable, most appropriate salutation for the ending, and I have told you which salutation should be used. Sender's name, designation. If after your name and signature, if the designation is required or applicable, sometime it is mentioned in the formal letter, sometime it is not. So if it is mentioned, you can use it, or if it is not there, don't use it, don't write it. So this was the format of formal letter. I have told you the sequence of formal letter. I hope you have no queries about that. First I am repeating the format of formal letter once again for you. First we write the sender's address. How we write, I have told you, date followed, you have to maintain the line gaps, like you can see I have also maintained. Sender's address, then leave one line, date, leave one line, receiver's address, then line gap, salutation, line gap, subject, body of the letter, complimentary close followed by sender's name, designation if only it is required or if it is applicable then only. So this was the format of formal letter. Now I would tell you the types of formal letter. There are different types of formal letters. Like first type is letter to the editor. You have been told by your teachers, I have also told you, and you must have written this kind of letter to the editor before also. And then the second is letter of inquiry. When we ask something about we ask something in our letter, that is called letter of inquiry. Then letter of placing order. Placing orders are mostly business letters. The business letters also come in the formal letter only. Then letter of complaint, then reply to a letter of complaint. These are the types of formal letter. First we will discuss the letter to editor. Let's see this question I have prepared for you, and then I have written the format and the whole letter for you to explain you. Let's see this. Write a letter to the editor of the Times of India about the poor conditions of many municipal taps of drinking water installed in your city. For lack of maintenance, most of them are either leaking or left running by the public. You are Ankit or Amrita, B94, Kirtinagar, Delhi. So I have told you the format of formal letter. So letter to the editor is also a formal letter, so the format will remain same. We will write the sender's address first. Sender's address, it is given. If it is given, you will write the same address. So B94 Kirtinagar, Delhi, I have written. You can see this, B94 Kirtinagar, Delhi. After that we have to leave one line. See, you will find few books that one or two line more are left. So if you leave two line, that is also perfectly fine, but line gap should be there. I have left one line. Then I have written the date. I did not write DATE. You can see I have just written the date, April 18, 2020. Then comes the receiver's address. Receiver's address is also given in the question, so we will write the same. If receiver address is not given in the question, then you have to write from your side. Sometimes you will find the receiver's address, or sometimes you will not find. In sometimes a letter to the editor, you will find that it will be written, write a letter to the editor of a daily local, means newspaper which does not publishes on a national level. It is local newspaper, so you will write any newspaper name. But if the newspaper name is given, like here it is given, like write a letter to the editor of the Times of India, so I have written the same. You will also write the same, the editor in the Times of India, Delhi. Students, one more thing here, it is very important. Whenever you write the receiver's address, the T will be capital and E of the editor will be capital. And then next line, this is the designation, the editor is the designation. Sometimes you will write the editor in the first line, and the next line will be followed by the paper name, newspaper's name. Here it is given, the Times of India, so the T is capital, Times T is capital, O will remain small, and India I will be capital. Then Delhi D will be capital. Please be careful about this, punctuation marks which are used here, like E is capital in editor, T capital in Times, I capital in India, and T capital in the, and then D is capital in Delhi, which is very very important. Otherwise your marks will be cut. Then we will follow the salutation. If you know the receiver very well, then you can use dear sir or madam. Nowadays we use dear sir or madam. I have just written sir, so that is also fine. Then comes the subject. I have told you, try to write in one line only. I have written in brief, wastage of water. Then we will continue with the body of the letter, and we will start that through the esteemed columns of your newspaper, I wish to highlight the wastage of water in Delhi. The municipal body has installed a number of taps of drinking water for the welfare of people, but sadly, for lack of maintenance, many of them are leaking or broken. Students, please pay attention. Like in the first paragraph, I have told you, in the first paragraph, mention the purpose of the letter. I have mentioned the purpose of the letter. I have mentioned about the problem. What is the problem here? The problem is about the wastage of water, how it is being wasted, that I have told you, and that I have told in this first paragraph of the body of letter. Now the second paragraph says, people also leave the taps running after drinking water, which causes a lot of water wastage. Water is a precious resource and we should use it judiciously. The government should enroll some plumbers who regularly maintain the taps. The general public should also take steps to minimize the water wastage. I have told you that in the second part of the body of letter we have to write some relevant details which will be related to the purpose stated in the first para. In first para I have told about the wastage of water, how it is being wasted, that I have told in the second paragraph by telling how it is being wasted. Now the third paragraph, the last paragraph, as I have told you, should talk about the action you expect the receivers of the letter or the authorities will take. That we will talk in the third paragraph. So third paragraph says school, colleges and housing societies should organize meets and spread awareness about the importance of water in our lives. We should not take our blessings for granted. I hope you would publish this matter in your esteemed newspaper so that the authorities would take some steps towards the issue. This is what I expected, that the editor of newspaper will publish this, and so that the authorities will come to know and they will take some action related to about the issue. And then complimentary clause, I have used yours truly. I have told you that ending we should use most preferred salutation, most preferred complimentary clause, and so I have used yours truly. Then the name in the starting was given, that you are Ankit or Amrita. So here I would like to tell you, I have told you before also, that if you are a boy you will write Ankit because both the names are given. If you are a girl you will write Amrita. And that would be the end of this letter to the editor. So students, I hope you have understood that how to write the letter to the editor in. So that is it for today. In the coming classes we would discuss about letter of complaint, letter of placing an order. So that is it for today. Thank you.